the Volantex Compass. I have been a fan of this company for some time, owning several of their aircraft, the Phoenix, ASW-28, and of course the FPV Raptor / First Star. And after having tried out the Hobby King Swamp Dog, basically to see if I could FPV it, I thought I would give a try to FPVing a sailing vessel, which I think would be far more challenging to operate. And that's the idea behind purchasing this. I saw a review on Andrew Newton's channel. He does stuff for Banggood, and I thought this looks pretty good. I have a Graupner Micro Magic, but I'm waiting for some missing spare parts to turn up, and then I'll get that completed. But I was just busting to get out and have a bit of a sail, and this being ready to run gives me an idea of how the rigging gets set up, which will be handy for the Micro Magic later. And also, the keel on this is rather deep, and in places, especially near the edge of the pond, it strikes the bottom. The Micro Magic, having a shorter keel, will be fine. It'll clear the bottom. Now, speaking of Banggood, fantastic company that they are, and not knocking them at all. But it's always worth shopping around, because you will find, if you search for this, in Australia from Hobby Warehouse in Sydney, at the present time, it's on special for $132 plus $14.95 postage. And I've ordered several things from this crowd, and they've been pretty good. Right, that's the advertising done. And just to point out, I bought this thing. It wasn't sent for me to try out or anything like that. So what I think of it is what it is. I can see that I need to trim the sails a bit, but basically it works fairly well. I just need a bit more understanding as far as the centre of gravity of the jib goes. But it seems to be working okay. The mainsail seems to be working okay. And yep, sailing it around the place is not too bad at all. I lucked into the setup for the sail control being where the throttle is on an aircraft, and the steering being the aileron control of an aircraft. So throttle on sail control on the left, rudder on the right, and that works pretty well. I think I reversed it in the Micro Magic, and this where the sails are out when the throttle is up and in when it's down seems to be more logical, so I'll change that over on the Micro Magic, and so these are both the same. Get a nice little puff of wind and it'll scoot along. You see it bumping the bottom there. That's what the fun and games is there. We'll fish it out, and we'll throw on the camera Runcam HD. I forgot the Mobiuses today. I usually prefer the Mobius on the cap. It's got a narrower field of view. But I just wanted to get an idea of what an FPV camera might look like on this. This is on the removable hatch that sits over the sail servo and steering gear and battery box and so forth. So it should stay out of the water here, and it should give me a reasonable view. I need to see the sails. I need to see where I'm going. I don't know yet whether I need something to indicate where the wind is or not. That's something that's experience is going to teach me. Oh, excuse me. But certainly the view from here is good. A little better than I expected. It's certainly a different view than you get from the Dog, that's for sure. Not quite so scenic, but a functional view, I think. I think I've got enough headroom under that boom as well for the camera. I don't know about a pan servo though. We'll have to wait and see. Might have to put some counterweight in front of the mast as well. This didn't seem to be disturbing the sailing qualities, but it's early days yet and we'll need to fiddle around with this a little more. So just a few clips from the other camera to finish off. As you can see, it does pretty well in almost nothing. I don't know a huge amount about the cut of the sails, but they looked pretty good to me. It'll be interesting to see how they shape up against the Micro Magics sails. But actually, I'm quite looking forward to having two boats to choose from. So we'll leave it for that, and it took me quite a while to get the boat back here at the moment. As you can see, there's very little at the minute, and it just wasn't going to come to my feet, so I thought, well, it's pointing at the wall, it's moving. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. If you're thinking about it, do give it a try, and till next time, I'll catch you later. I've got a peg leg and a parrot in the mail. See ya.